I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's Most Dangerous Podcast. B.O.P.'s in the building. What's good?
It was going bar for bar with
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
What's good?
Hondo up in this piece.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
What's up?
What's goody?
What is cracking? What's cracking?
down?
What's cracking?
J
Up
Camp
in
in the
this
building today, man. What's good?
Yes, sir. What's good?
We late, but it's all good though, right?
Hey, we late, but we on time. We
Yeah,
late, but we on time.
Factual.
man. Yeah. BOP was good, man.
Hey, you already know, staying active out here, man. Iceberg, how you living out here?
Yeah. Hey, this is the thing, man. Y'all gotta stay safe out here, man. Like I didn't know New
Man.
Orleans is the murder cap right now.
Man,
Just be clear, man. Y'all
It's
gotta
wild
be
out
safe
here, man.
They wilding, man.
like we said, we ain't got
Chicago's
wolves, we got
bad.
werewolves.
I just saw Alabama is kind of going up in the Emirates. I can't say the word.
Birmingham's always been
They've been
savage.
getting
Who they
enough to be
beefing with?
bugged.
Who they beefing down there?
You
Hey
know.
man, you took my pig. You know what I'm saying? Who they beefing with?
Man, you know, we top my places to 60-70% black. I mean,
Yeah.
it's wolves in some of them places. Not saying just because it's black people. I'm just saying like when it's the South, Memphis, Birmingham, Nashville,
Mhm.
New Orleans, Atlanta. You know,
They out
every
here.
every city got problems. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this thing I've been under a rock, man. I just been finding out about the Memphis situation with the water. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Mississippi?
Mississippi,
Jackson,
yeah.
Mississippi.
shout out to Jackson, Mississippi, man, and everybody down there,
Mhm.
man, just having the water problems, man. Like sometimes you take that water for granted. You know what I'm saying? So
Man. Cheers.
yeah, toast to everybody and salute to everybody's been helping out. Trade the Truth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A couple of artists been helping out,
Was
man.
it
Salute
Ray
to everybody.
Shmurda?
Ray Smart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sway Lee, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and them cats is from Mississippi, so
I didn't know
I
that.
want to
Yeah,
say they
man.
might.
Yep.
That's why you come to
that
Fresh
might
Out.
be their hometown.
Yeah,
All
they
day.
came through with like the gang water, you know what I'm saying? Salute. So
Mhm.
again, we don't want no Flint, Michigan type bull, you know what I'm saying, down there and whatnot. So
Oh, it's already there, man. It's already there.
man,
So that's why they're helping out. But you know,
again, this is why this episode is called Family Business. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of cats, man, we gotta understand as black men, brown men, just men of color, people of color, man, that we gotta basically take care of our own, man. Like ain't nobody looking out for us, man. So we gotta do our own thing, man. Start owning some stuff. So you know how it goes, man. But like I said, shout out to everybody. Jackson, you know how they goes down, man. That's the chilling circuit. So we love y'all, you know what I'm saying?
all day. man.
First of all, if you new to the gang, shout out to the FRSHOUT family. You know what I'm saying? If you're new here, salute to you. You know, J Camp's in the building, Bebo P, LB
That's
the
right.
Power Father, man. He's on that one leg pause, but he's coming through. You know what I'm saying? We here every Wednesday, but
Absolutely.
Saturday
Oh,
we
man.
come through to give y'all a little love on the music. You know what I'm saying, right? So
all day.
yeah,
Let's
we got a
cook.
little dope show, quick one, man. We went like a 90 piece last Wednesday, right? We went in for like 2 hours or something like that, right?
Yep, just a hair over 2. So yeah.
That cut hair.
There, I knew he was gonna say that too. I knew he was gonna say it. I had to save it just for you, Iceberg.
Come on.
Oh,
man.
and go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button and notification bell. Hit us up on the Cash App. Cop a little NFL gear. You know what I'm saying?
That's put the link in there too.
Yeah. And shout out to all y'all out there that supports us. You know, hit up the super chats as well. Rap City, No Basement, World's Most Dangerous Podcast. Fresh Out. Let's go.
Let's go,
Yeah.
man. Man, we gotta start this episode, man, out, man, with a little shout outs, man. You know how we do. That's not Bebo P right there with the mic. It's that Jessie Powell. If you under 40, you probably don't remember Jessie, man, but he was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Crazy on the R&B gang, man. I forgot where he's from, but you know, crooner, man.
He's
Like,
from
not
Gary.
a singer.
He's
Shout
from Gary.
out to Gary. I knew he was
Yeah,
from Indiana.
yeah,
I didn't want to
yeah, from
drop
GI.
that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But you know, like just shout out to him, man. You know, he passed at 51, which is crazy. I was telling Bebo, like 25 is like middle age for black dudes. That's crazy, man. Like the
Always
pass
been
at
like that,
51.
though.
And
It's
he
always
ain't
been like
never
that.
like, you know, he hasn't been super, you know, sick, you know, when he was young. I mean, come on, 51 is crazy. Gunna's doing a Gunna Fest, even though he's still in jail. First of all, I told Bebo too when we had this conversation, we were setting all this stuff up. Change your name. I gotta get your take on this, J Kemp. Like, shouldn't he change his name since he's in a situation so it's not Gunna? Don't make no sense. Then how you gonna do a festival when you're not there? But whatever, you know, the family needs some money. And then shout out to J Camp's brother. And J Camp always wears these shoes when he goes running. Steph Curry, man, with the Under Armour deal with the Billy, man. Hold on, man. Gotta get a new sound effect just for him, man. And the bomb, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to him getting that money, man. What's y'all takes on all these little joints, man? So, and then Sus Bobby, man, getting caught up, man, with the rainbow in their bed, man. But what's y'all take on these joints real quick as a congregation comes in?
I mean, I'll start with Gunna first. The question that you asked, should he change his name? I mean, it kind of don't matter really at this point. I mean, it don't matter if he changes his name to Lil G, Small Guns, Big Guns. I mean, it don't matter because I mean, you know, evidence is right now is kind of not on his side.
Right.
So it's like you can't watch that. You can't whitewash that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely praying for Gunna. Hope that he's able to come out of this situation.
Right.
I don't know what this show, this fest is gonna be like, but again, I hope it works out. But as far as like changing his name, man, that's not gonna be a move that he's gonna be able to make. That's going to make his situation better. Optically, yes, it would look better if he changes his name. But as far as what's out there and what they trying to get him on, that's it really don't matter what he changed his name to at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? But salute to Steph though. Steph has definitely been he's got it the you know, he wasn't given that type of stuff. He wasn't given superstardom. He's definitely earned it.
Yeah, he has.
I'm certainly proud of him. You know, 1 billion for Under Armour, and he's probably like one of the elite. Matter of fact, he is elite athletes on that platform. I want to say him and Tom Brady might be the two biggest Under Armour people. I have to look at.
I think he might be right. Yeah,
I have to look at it, but I mean, this makes sense for Under Armour. I mean, they don't have a large roster of like these type of people. So the fact that Steph he's stuck with them, regardless of what you feel about Under Armour as an apparel company or what you feel about the designs of Steph's shoes. But this is a huge deal, man. I mean, this is another deal that's going to set his family up for years and years and years and years to come, man. So salute to Steph, man, for sticking with Under Armour when a lot of people, even like his brother, was clowning him. Remember they were saying he had the nurse Under Armours, and like, you know, I personally don't know anybody who's ever bought a pair of Steph's.
Hold up, there was like one model that was cold. There was like one model that was dope, but I don't know the number. Though.
Man, I don't know anybody who be like, man, you know them Steph 6s, Steph 7s.
I'm about to skip school to get them Steph, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know anybody on that, but salute to him though, man. I'm so happy for him, like for real. R.I.P. Jessie Powell, fellow Midwesterner.
Absolutely, man.
From GI, we know many people from GI.
We do
have ties with a lot of people from Gary.
Yep.
I'm sure that Gary is mourning his death as well as his family. And we definitely want to give our flowers, our roses, everything to him. You know, he was also talented. I mean, let's be clear there too. I mean, Jessie Powell was a very talented singer. He was talented. He got some bangers, man. But definitely a sad situation. I want to give my best to his family, to his fans, all
Right.
his supporters. Salute from Fresh Out. I don't really have much to say on Bobby coming off the Jesse Powell. It's kind of hard. I probably should have started with Bobby first and ended with Jesse Powell, but I can't tell if it's homie or not with the sheet tucked over the dome. Like I
But
can't.
hold on,
It looks like
hold on, though. How many women got sideburns like that though?
No, I agree. I'm not saying like it's not him. I'm just saying from the pic that I see on his profile, it definitely looks like him. But again, until I see the unmasking, it's hard, bro. Like I don't want to go in and then we end up with the the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj type of darts thrown our way. Somebody suing us because we slandering somebody.
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying?
Pause on
Allegedly.
J-Camp saying hard for the record. Pause.
Allegedly. Pause. Allegedly.
All right.
But
All right.
does this surprise me? No.
Shoot, not after that little shimmy dance he was doing in his last
I'm
video.
just saying some of the twerking we've seen old Bobby do.
But this is the question though, man.
Most men body ain't supposed to be twerking unless you like on stage, like on some Chris Brown, genuine Usher type stuff. But he be doing it on the regular. Like it's just he'll be on the what he in like in that boardroom on the table. Damn,
He slid on the table and then did a shimmy on that bull. You know what I mean?
Stop it.
But hey, this is the question. This is like the J Camp. We in a time where people they're not tripping on the rainbow swag. So wouldn't he get more love if he came out? Because we got Saucy Santana and all this other
obviously.
joint. Wouldn't he get more love if he came out the closet? You know what I'm saying? Like Hannibal Kells?
He would get more love. I mean, we already know that because we know those agendas get pushed to the surface. So he would. I'm not saying this is the path that he's trying to take. I don't know if his camp is smart enough, you know what I'm saying, to think on that level. It's like, oh well, let's go ahead and push Bobby as a sus rainbow crowd loving dude. I think this is a situation where dude was trying to get him hammed up. Might be trying to get a little bag from old Bobby to keep his street cred intact. But to me, again, I don't see Bobby like willing to come out unless his people was pushing that. And I don't see his people being like that business savvy to do that.
He's not going to lean into the situation, Paul.
I don't think he's going to lean into it, man.
Okay.
I can't see that.
He's not going to jump that proverbial shark.
So. Nah, I mean, he did have a song called Hot Ninja. You can't go from Hot Ninja to Sus Ninja. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
And Iceberg has him so incognito behind everybody.
You're right. You got him slip right back.
No, that's Sus Negro, dog.
What's your thoughts on Bebo, man?
Oh, man. I'll start with Gunna. I got to get off that topic for a little bit, man, because, just need a break from it. But, I'll start with Gunna. I think the Gunna Fest 2022 fest show, whatever, I think it would be one of the last things that I'd concern myself with, along with the couple of singles and visuals to go along with that throughout the course of this year if I'm in that man's shoes. I mean, I just think he needs to direct all of his focus on getting out of his predicament, as we all should know that them RICO charges have a tendency to stick tighter than Gorilla Glue, especially once you get caught up. Hold on.
But what if he needs the money, though? What if he don't have the bread? His bread's not as long as we think it is.
Well, in that case, then that could be a different story.
Yeah, it could be that way, but I still don't see how you can maximize it, though, being behind bars. Like
True. Fact.
And I mean that judiciously. I'm not saying like behind bars, like he has bars. I'm saying behind like the steel bars. Because before somebody, jump in the comments and be like, "Hey man, you saying that Gunna got he's behind bars?" That's not where I'm going, bro. I'm saying like he can't maximize the profitability behind the iron steel bar.
Hey, unless he's about to pull a Maya Angelou, on some Cage Bird singing,
No, come on.
Stop it.
Hey, I just you never know. You never know. I mean, he did get denied bail or whatever twice.
I think if anybody
Oh,
in the
man.
whole
Both
situation, he'll be the
They
first
got
one
the
to get out.
metaverse, and they got the metaverse, and wherever prison he's in, he can throw on the VR joints and be
Dude.
in the like
Man.
yeah.
The DA ain't gonna have that.
But I think honestly, I think he out of everybody
Exactly.
that's in that Rico situation, I think he's going to be the one to get out first because I don't think he had anything to do with this at all.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, he's really guilty by association, but Shorty said she wants to clean everything up. She's street sweeping, like
Of that situation and more.
She
and
don't
others.
care, right? She says she's looking, not that she just wants to put the few away. She says she's looking, like if you have a inkling, if your name is anywhere in a text message, you basically getting charged.
Yep. Oh, she's
so
out
while he don't have too much on his fingertips, the fingerprints ain't too dirty, but he's been identified. That's the thing. Now that you've been identified, it's gonna be, man, and they just going so hard for it. I mean, unless he's got a great lawyer who can really make a case for him, I don't see where it's gonna be that easy. But to your point, Iceberg, yes, he has the best case for less time, I feel. He might not get slapped with the full RICO. They might change it to some other type of crime. You know,
I think at least he'll get bond, maybe, right?
Well, like I said, he got denied twice. You know,
Right.
so not anytime soon, to say the least. But who knows? Regarding Jesse Powell, rest in peace to that brother. You know, and condolences to his family and loved ones.
Absolutely.
And he's always been a singing talent, given that he actually joined a band when he was like 7 years old, along with his sisters, his mom, and his brother, you know, to perform in Gary, Indiana. You know, the man took a chance. He moved to LA, from what I learned a while ago. I think he moved out there in like 93. And he eventually met up with his manager, I believe, Roland, and, you know, started doing some music and crafted that smash hit, You. That was on his first album, I want to say, the self-titled one. And then I think that was followed with I Wasn't With It on that Bout It album. And I think that's the one that propelled him the most. That album, that's the one that propelled him the most in the music industry. But he always had a heart for real R&B music, and even took notice of the landscape, you know, years later, the landscape of R&B music changing when he essentially, I remember him also saying or stating in a Billboard article that that these artists are sounding the same. And you at least I could just tell from the tone of the statement, it just seemed like a significant level of disappointment when he stated that.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously, man. I mean, if you're a fan of R&B and you put your heart and your soul into it, it's embarrassing. Like, to me, if I'm a R&B singer of that stature, you know what I'm saying? Like, I move out to LA and put my heart into it. Like, and I've been in the game since 93, and these cats is coming out like this. That's why I can't wait to get into that the next box that we gonna go into.
Pause on the box.
Pause on the box.
But you know, I mean, his last album was more ballad filled. I think it was called JP, and it didn't really take off the way that it really should have.
Well, a lot of people don't like an album full of ballads. I mean, that's right. Though. Yeah,
and I get it.
That's what. Yeah.
Right. No, I totally get that. But that was pretty much the last music-wise that I think that I had heard from him, and a lot of people had until his unfortunate passing. But nonetheless, man, I'd imagine with him working with the likes of Stevie Wonder, who else was it? El DeBarge, Sam Salter, and even Sauce Money and Pete Rock on that remix of I think it's the I Wasn't With It remix. I want to say that. I want to say some, if not all of them, would agree on some level that he will be missed as a staple within the R&B community. Yeah, you don't hear his name ring a lot, or you didn't until, you know, this unfortunate event. But, you know, I know a lot of folks in the R&B and music community would still give the salute. So that's what we here at Fresh Out are going to do once again.
No doubt. Pussy's an Indiana cat, man. You know.
Oh, yeah.
We
Shout out
definitely got to
to
represent all day. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He was a crooner, man. He wasn't a singer, man. He was a crooner, man. Like
Crooner,
like a quarter till type of cat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, rest well to quarter
You
till.
know,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. quarter
Till.
till.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I was
Dirty.
Quarter till.
Yeah.
So, but now Jesse's one of those dudes, man. Yeah. Do you want to rush? So, but if you like seriously, if you under 40, man, go check out his catalog, man, and show some love. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
What's your last thoughts on the Sus joint, man?
Oh, real quick, I'll go on the Steph joint. Real quick. Not sure how everybody feels about Steph Curry as a player, basketball player, but his 3-pointers.
Great player.
Well, and see, there you have it. You heard the fart sound from one side, folks, and you heard the great player from the other.
I'm a LeBron fan, man. I
you
can't
go.
like Steph.
Well, hey,
I mean, but me too. But I can still respect Steph though,
all
man.
day,
I mean,
all day.
Steph, he earned that title this year.
He
To
did.
me, this was the one I felt that he earned. He was an MVP. He was the best player in that series. Respect due, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I respect him, man. Yeah. I mean,
Sound like you were clenching your teeth when you just said that there, bro. But it's all good. Yeah,
and he just seemed like a good dude. He just seemed like a genuine good dude too.
Yeah, all day. And
hold the witch accountable. I think that's why I don't like him, because he won't hold that chick accountable.
You won't.
Keep going though.
You won't. You're right about that too, bro.
Twerking in the damn kitchen. Keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, 3-pointers of butter. He's earned his way. He's earned his keep for sure. And man, that deal with Under Armour, if it's true that he'll end up possibly netting $1 billion from it, then he'd be right in the same neighborhood financially as Michael Jordan, being the only other NBA legend, to my knowledge, that had reached that hallmark, unless someone.
Bronny's up there.
Now, Bron got the $1 billion Nike
Bron
deal.
got the Billy. Come on,
reached the Billy?
man.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Put some respect on his name. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they end up giving it to him like later on. He ended up getting a lifetime Nike contract. Because the first one he signed when he was a rookie was like $90 million. That was considered, but it was like 2003 money. Then they re-upped it. Like really, I want to say this year they re-upped it, extended it to like the added the B onto it.
Let me ask y'all, man, who you think in the long run, man, when the books have been closed or whatever, when they get out the game, who put a bigger impact on the game in y'all's opinion, LeBron or Steph?
I mean, you almost have to say, well, bigger imprints are different when we talk about like who's better as a player, but imprint Steph, because he revolutionized the game,
changed the game,
because he made so many offenses went small. You know what I'm saying? They run like they running 6'9" guys at center. You know what I'm saying? They basically trying to mimic what the Warriors do. I'm not saying it's all Steph, but just that whole style of play that he played. I mean, Steph got babies in the league. You got Trae Young.
Yep.
What's the other cat that balls like Steph? It's another dude. His name escapes me right now. But all them cats will just be hoisting threes, or they're not the most athletic player. And that's what makes me respect Steph even when he's not the most athletic guy at all. So he manufactures points in a different way. And I felt
shout out to his pops at Del Curry too.
Hey, he used his shooting ability, man, to make that happen. It's other cats that can shoot, but they didn't think of that. Steph did.
Right.
He gets into the lane sometimes. I don't know how he does it because he's not quick. Plus, he worked on his handles. Steph his handles is dumb. He's not quite Kyrie level handles, but his handles is right under that. Like he's still in that class of CP3, Kyrie, AI, them type of dudes with them type of handles. But yeah, I think Steph has more impact as far as his style of play. Not saying he's the best player of this gen, because I mean, even KD to me is a better player than Steph. I mean, let's be clear. But Steph has revolutionized the game, the way it's played today, even down to the collegiate level. A bunch of teams are running 3-guard offenses, and they just got dudes who, the more threes you take, I mean, it's a live and die by the three type of era right now. It's not as good aesthetically. It don't look as good. Because when you got too many teams that can't shoot, like when you see them Dallas Mavericks teams play and they just start bricking everything, and it's like, come on, guys, stop shooting threes. But that's what the Golden State Warriors has done. They feel like other teams feel like they have to keep pace. It's a, it's a copycat society, man.
This thing we talking about him on Fresh Out. We don't talk about a lot of athletes on Fresh Out, so you know he's definitely legendary.
The flowers, though.
He's legendary.
He deserves the flowers, man. Steph is basically an icon now. I mean, he
I'm glad you switched the picture too, bro, because I was done from there.
Like I said, man, we're gonna see what's happening. What happened with Bobby Sus? You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Steph all day long.
Steph, wishing the best for Gunna, and rest in peace to Jessie Powell.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where the buck stops on the shout outs.
Yeah. But we do have to talk about one more Sus situation.
Okay. Wow.
Wow. Obviously, we saw all these dudes on stage, man, at Versus. Man, a lot of them just bomb, man. Like ultra fart.
Sammie was the only one who could at least hold a note.
Sammie was holding note.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sammie. Shout out to Mario kind of held it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Mario always smashes
them. Mario killed it.
Yeah.
But it made Mario look bad.
Look better, yeah.
He's so much better. I mean, it's like he had to water it down.
And he's always been better than
now. We've been hearing, of course, that R&B's
crushing
dead, right?
These dudes,
yeah,
crushing them.
Right.
Dudes.
We've heard since that battle, R&B's dead. So we've had all these conversations from Sus Diddy, you know, Jermaine Dupri, all these cats about R&B. So of course, all these dudes have basically like came together to be like the mediocre gang and come out with a super R&B group called RSVP.
This ain't TGT. It ain't LSG. This is fart.
Now this is the thing.
FART. That should be FART. Fart on these ninjas.
Oh man.
Now, first of all, like individually back in the day, these dudes are pretty decent, man. Sammie was holding it down. Bobby had a couple of joints. Pleasure P. But now that them hairlines are went back.
Dang.
Do you think they can kind of like fix the bomb that they dropped, man, at Versus, man, and maybe actually come out with a nice album?
No.
Or do you think this is a money play to do some touring?
It's a money play to do some touring, but you know, we've heard musically, like you can't fix that. Like there's no excuse for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We've heard what you sound like with dry vocals. It don't sound good, bro.
My baby.
No, it don't. Like we know you need studio help. So even if they drop an album and it sound decent, we know this is engineering work. We know somebody behind the boards. We know Teddy Riley's back here putting the work in behind the boards. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, all day. I mean,
we know somebody probably like Player is singing background vocals for him. You know what I'm saying?
Man, real talk. Key Sweat somewhere in the back.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. And with the pen too. So no, I don't trust these dudes at all to put together anything that's going to. You don't get to renege. Like this they trying to renege from the whole. You know what I'm saying? The failure, the epic fail. I don't want to call it a failure. That was an epic failure. Like it made me upset. Like as a fan of R&B, like it pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Like what are these dudes doing? Like
I would even go further and say it make black men look bad.
It did. You got
it made us look bad, man.
Rolling in their grave, man. Like you know what I'm saying? No, like. You got dudes who didn't even know with a watermelon, and you had cats who didn't even know the words to their own song. That's how you know your pen is boo boo. Your pen is boo boo if you cannot remember the words to your songs. Stop it.
So basically, we're not checking for this. Even when it pops, we ain't looking for this. We ain't checking for this joint. There's no way for these dudes to redeem themselves.
No, they can toss all them albums they drop in the fire. Like whatever the record distribution company is, they can throw them mugs in the coal pit. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
People, what you thinking, man?
Same deal.
Because first of all, this is like your all-star lineup for your playlist.
Yeah, man, this is the most sus R&B formation I can think of all time. Yeah. And it's crazy because we talk intermittently, you know, amongst each other here, there, whatever, that it would be dope to see an R&B group since you don't really have them out like that anymore. But now that this is taking place, it's like these cats, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It does look like a means to save face from that versus fumble. That was the worst versus ever. I
would honestly be cool, Bebo P. Like if Sammie dropped the album, I'd be cool with that.
I would too.
I'd be fine with that. Like I don't have an issue with Sammie, but we have to lump him in with these other Negroes,
right?
Because this is a capping, let's get this bag situation.
Right.
I don't even think it's about redoing the wrong. I think this is about, hey guys, how can we maximize and get the best, biggest bag that we can possibly get? I don't think they give two spits about the whole renege. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they give two spits about
renege. I think it'd be the name of the album.
Renege.
Second single, Watermelon.
Sorry, y'all. I had
Watermelon Falls.
I had two spades in my pocket. I forgot.
Yeah. Now I will say though that from the quality of that Money Everywhere single that they shared on that IG page of theirs, it don't actually sound bad, but it could end up being a good song.
But again, we know they can go to
right. No, I get that.
You can make a hit.
Right.
All these dudes are capable of making a hit.
No,
That's
absolutely.
not even like the question.
No, I know that. I just wanted to acknowledge that track, for what it was. But again, it doesn't negate the fact of what we've already said too. You probably got your background folks, doing background vocals to help carry the situation. Pleasure P or Sammie or whoever, Teddy Riley, whoever. But this is. I'm not looking forward to this one. Not looking forward to it, bro.
The other thing too, man, is the question I have, man, is could they actually fix this situation as far as like could there be a different rollout to actually make this thing work? Like I was thinking, like, hey man, why don't they actually put in like J Kent, why couldn't they put in like almost like a Andre 3000 situation, man? And shout out to Touch, man. We got
shout out to Touch, man. Big up to Touch.
AK, man, that renege.
He just got in on the renege.
You know they got in on that renege.
RSVP first album, renege.
But couldn't they like say, hey man, we all gonna drop singles at the same time, individually? Couldn't that be a better look?
I think that would be a better look than them trying to form a group, because we all know how much egg was on each of their faces. So basically, to me, it's like you disrespecting, like it's just a bad look optically. Like you disrespecting the fans who love R&B, because they basically already told you they don't want to hear from you ever again. Like they want to hear from somebody else.
Right.
They don't want you, bro. They want to hear somebody else.
It's
finito. Not y'all.
Right. It is done.
They're just pouring gasoline on the situation by doing it. It's almost like they're trolling us. Really.
Right.
Oh, we're gonna give some more trash R&B, dog, because ain't no competition.
Yeah, and then you think about it as a collective means to repair the image for like Bobby Valentino on something. If you guys know what I mean,
he got a lot to do.
Yeah, but maybe this is a start in his eyes. But then you've got the recent situation that we just spoke of with Ray J. So you got that situation with the Kim K. Maybe this is just a means to further boost his name in the limelight or in the news circuit.
And
so who knows?
Pleasure P trying to fight somebody too recently?
He fought 50.
He did.
Yeah.
The Tycoon joint.
Yep.
Yeah.
He sure did.
I mean, this is the thing. They might as well say, you know what? Let's just make super friends. Let's go to Star Labs and let's just have Trey Songz, Amari Yonder, everybody that's trash out here. Genuine with them old moves he's doing and doing all this Humpty Hump dance.
Right.
Like the super friends of R&B, just trash R&B, and just come out with a triple album of just a horrible song that they got sitting on the cutting room floor.
I'd rather hear Barry Allen sing.
Dang.
I'd rather we gonna go to Star Lab. Give Barry Allen a chance.
Dang.
Well, this thing, if this is what's going on, R&B is officially dead. If this is what we got to look forward to, it's dead.
Put it in the casket. Just go ahead and throw some dirt on it.
So that means you're agreeing with Sus Diddy.
Well, this is the thing. If this is the formula that we're going to go with, yes, I agree with Sus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
But speaking of dead, we gotta talk about this Gap deal, man, with Kanye, man.
with
It's
the
officially
Al
dead.
Green joint.
Yeah, it looked like he got that them hot grits thrown on that dude. You know what I'm saying? First of all, shout out to Kanye. Salute to him. I do understand what he's doing. His look doesn't really help too much.
Not the Al Green.
Touch is saying, man, you know the whack R&B super friends will take off. They probably would, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they probably would. Sadly,
Man.
it's still some Lucy's and some Rebeccas that would probably go ahead and cop.
Yeah, man, cop that album and you cop them Steph Curry sneakers, man. Just listen to it in them, man. Like, come on.
Amy's out there who will cop it.
Some Amy's.
Oh, you got that new Pleasure P? Did you get that? No. But speaking of Kanye, man, like I think he did a dope move as far as getting out of this Gap deal. They was always kind of hating, and I think a lot of it, man. I want y'all's opinion on it, but my little dumb opinion is that Kanye's cool, and you can't like remanufacture it. So a lot of time people are like, hey, we'll do a deal with you, find out how you moving, and then we'll make copies. Adidas was doing it. Yep. Gap kind of like fumbled the bag, literally fumbled the bag by making it the clothing homeless stuff. Like, and then also other brands are mad that Kanye first he couldn't get into the fashion game. Now he's running the game by selling you like goofy little hoodies and stuff that are overpriced, even though some of the stuff he didn't want overpriced at Gap. So again, he's coming out the deal. Also, if you haven't heard, 50 Cent is basically getting out that Stars deal too, and basically controlling his situation as well with Power in those series. So do you guys see this as a trend? Do you guys like it? What's your thoughts on this, man? Because you guys are the industry insiders.
Well, we've talked about ownership on this show like a bunch. We talked about cats having creative control over their projects, whether it be your brand, your fashion brand, or it be something that you're doing from a script perspective. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood perspective. We don't own like the studios. I mean, outside of your Tyler Perry type cats who's you know he's got the studio joint. But I think now dudes are starting to understand like when you trying to basically have the carbon copy of your hard work. You know what I'm saying? Then they trying to own, you know what I'm saying, some of those brands and stuff that you're trying to put out. You know, basically like some of your artistry work that they're trying to own those too. And I think this is a good move for Kanye that way too. If he takes a small hit contractually, that's fine. But to be able to at least have your integrity intact and have your creative artistry intact, I'll take that all day. But black artists, black filmmakers, man, we gotta own our own like studios and stuff. We gotta make sure that we have full control and autonomy over what we are doing and market it to who we want to market to, and put the price tag on what we want it to sell for. That's the thing too.
We the creators, man. Why not do the business too?
Exactly, and we doing the designs. We doing the designs, the artwork, everything, writing the scripts, and they trying to take all that from us, man. Like we've said it a million times, like there's no fun when it comes to corporate America, because at the end of the day, there's that dude on that jet ski, you know what I'm saying, who owns everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of that. We got to get out of the whole corporate America.
Dude, he couldn't even sell a hoodie without them hating on the bag it came in.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Bebo. I'm done.
No. We, obviously we talked about this before on a prior show where it seemed like they're definitely swiping Ye's designs behind closed doors, smiling in his face in the process, and kind of giving him the cold shoulder. And basically, I believe I also said it's not too far off from Dame Dash getting left out of a Rockefeller meeting regarding Jay-Z during the Black Album time frame. You know what I'm saying? And Ye was just getting left out of several things that was promised to him and that was supposed to take place, but apparently I believe there was a different CEO at the time of the initial partnership, but now I guess there's a new CEO, and they got just a different mindset about Ye and his business ideas, to where, as Iceberg alluded to, you're trying to take the blueprint, say thanks, we'll take it from here, and lowball his items
Right.
to where nowadays it's like, hey, look,
Thanks,
you
buddy.
crap.
We got it now.
We got it from here.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But then what happens as a result of it? Look at the stock chart. I mean, you don't have to be an investor to know when something's looking bad and when something's not so bad. With the green versus red and the arrow going doom 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 doom. But why is that? Because regardless of what you think about Ye's fashion sense, people will buy from him because he just knows how, he just understands fashion and he knows how to make people buy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold up. Touch is saying I've always heard trying to change things from within ends up changing you. Better to attack from the outside. I totally agree. What you think, Bebo?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's what he's doing. I think that's what he's doing, because he's not.
He wants to open up his own stores,
right?
So,
which is also what we talked about. He's opened up his own store, and I believe it was ATL.
Black Wall Street.
Yeah,
we need
Iceberg
Black
mentioned
Wall Street again.
Yep. And Iceberg, speaking of Black Wall Street, again, the store in ATL where he's looking to hire a store manager with 10 years experience. Iceberg mentioned a shoe store, I believe it was in Philly.
And
you know what I'm saying? So he's doing his own things. San Antonio, okay.
Manufacturing
and
companies.
these are
this
great markets.
Ownership mindset,
basically to try to do that stuff in. To me, if I'm Ye, I'm going for like your medium-sized markets, like your San Antonios, your Kansas Cities,
and starting there,
your Indianapolis of the world, your St. Louis's of the world, and then just blow it up.
Exactly.
Because then you get people who will buy into it.
Start small, grow big.
People who will buy into it.
Let me ask y'all this question though. At the time, remember when he did some of these deals, he was still owing Kim some dough, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he took these deals at the time to pay her back?
It's a possibility. I wouldn't put it past.
It's a possibility.
I wouldn't put it past him.
But I could have sworn he paid that little loan boy off. Like,
remember, he gave her 10% of that Yeezy deal with Adidas, though.
Yeah, he did. But I thought that was more so of like a.
That was a pay. That was a love offering.
It was a love offering, because I thought the share was so baby. You know what I'm saying? That it wasn't really going to be. I mean, to have 90% of Yeezy brand, as much as that is worth now, I'd be okay with giving her that little small 10%.
Well, what I'm saying at the time, though, was it really like maybe she was pushing the deal, like, hey, we can basically sell out. We can sell out, honey. Shout out to Nightmare too, man.
She was. Shout out to Nightmare. Shout out to Nightmare. Fact.
Yeah, definitely become the plug. Well, too, there was another coercion that we just spoke of this past Wednesday from Mommy Chris, the madam of a certain tape. Certain tape. Yep, something like that.
Yeah.
This cat's the word. So I'm just saying I wouldn't put that as a surprise, Iceberg, in my mind, if coercion was to take place behind closed doors in a situation.
We know what's going on behind closed doors with Yeezy and
exactly
that family. But this thing, man, shout out to him, shout out to 50. Everybody holding it down, man, getting their money up, getting their money up. And that's why we call this episode Family Business, because it's grand opening, grand closing. Yep. So it's on the better and bigger things, man. I think Ye's gonna be doing something dope. I see Chris had a little shades on. Chris
Rock.
Chris Rock, he was in a picture with him, man, with the
little shades on when you go to the optometrist, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them dudes, man.
And Ye rocked him too during whatever interview that was. He was rocking.
And what's dope is, again, he was basically being shown with the stocks going down, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, they try to knock men of color and how we can actually move the needle. And I love that the fact that Ye's not backing down. And to me, a lot of cats don't really rock with Ye, but Ye's really doing more for us than most people think. You know what I'm saying? He's just taking a lot of hits because he's the first one doing it.
So you couple that with the fact that he basically he's essentially become fashion in a sense, in a significant way. Maybe not, of course, not only, but to a significant degree. I would encourage Ye to be careful out here moving forward.
I
imagine he might be, but he just needs to be careful.
This dude has the influence of our age group and these
Right.
young dudes. These young dudes are at high school wearing them goofy little sandals that look like a spaceship. So again, I think a lot of that corporate situation is let's try to make him uncool. And I think Kanye is so dope and so ahead of the game. There's no way you can do it, in my opinion.
The stock
Right.
numbers show that as proof.
Facts. They out of there.
You can't deny those facts. So
Yeah.
Well, like I
Yeah.
said, it is what it is. But shout out to Kanye. But there's something you
Yeah.
can't deny, man, and that's Cameron, man. We gotta talk about Cameron.
Oh.
We gotta talk about some music, man, real quick. Cameron dropped his track with A-Trak. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get to some music right now. That's what we do on Saturdays, man. What's your thoughts, man, on this record, man? If y'all heard it, what was your thoughts on it? And just Cameron coming back doing his thing, and also he's doing that 3-headed monster tour.
Right.
I think this is dope, man. In my opinion, what's your joint, J Camp?
Right. I thought it was pretty good, man. What I would like to, if I have to give feedback, if I was in the studio,
Hey, give me the
with
bars
Cam
though.
right now,
We need it from
if
an
I had to
MC
give-
perspective from you.
If I had to give him feedback, I would like to see him kind of move past some of that classic Dipset sound. Like we don't really need to hear that right now.
The boogie boogie.
Yeah, like we don't really need that right now. I feel like the production on this track was straight out of like, you know what I'm saying, 09 Dipset bag. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying I would like to hear Cam kind of move forward. Basically like AZ and some others have done, where they basically have moved with the production times. Like they moved into that different stratosphere and working with like different types of producers. I would like to see Cam. I would love to hear Cam working with like some Hit Boys, some Mad Libs, some you know what I'm saying, some Conductors, some Sonny Jim. I would like to see Cam kind of switch it up a little bit. Like let's hear you on some, because we know you can spit, but let switch it up a little bit. I thought the song was cool though, and not in Kanye, you know, he always brings it.
Come on,
But
yeah, facts.
the song was definitely Cam all the way. It was good to hear Cam. I'll say that.
Okay.
If I had feedback, I would just say I would like to see Cam kind of move in a different direction with his production.
Debo, what you thinking, man?
I think, as alluded, man, that beat, that A-Trak, I believe, produced for Cameron on this Ghetto Prophets, man, it takes you back.
It
takes you back to that signature Dipset sound upon first listen. And I do agree with J Camp that it would be nice to hear moving forward or somewhere down the line, him rock on like, you know, different production, maybe along with or intertwined with you know, the type he's rocking with. So, but at the same time, I think
straight
saying those drums straight Dipset.
But you know what? I personally am not mad at this one. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's at
like
least
the
a good
joint too.
reemergence. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like
absolutely. It's a good reemergence for him because we haven't heard or seen Cameron come out with or at least something project wise, or at least I haven't in a minute. So
well, hold on. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
And we ain't heard Conway over a Cameron Dipset type of beat. So it was kind of cool to hear that too.
Remember, we just talked about the R&B cats trying to fix some things from a versus joint. Do you think this is him trying to get the streets back from taking that L from?
I mean,
Locks?
but it's different though, man. Like the Locks.
Okay,
are
go in.
That's the LOX is a legend. I mean, I want to make sure I get my flowers.
But he got body though. He put out the whole little line chair and all that. He got body. He tried to kick the silver back.
I agree, but how many rap groups are going to get bodied by LOX though? It's a bunch. It ain't just Dipset that would have got bodied that same way. Like it's Jada is he's rare form, bro. He's top 10.
Is.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's a rare form. These dudes, this is what they do. It wasn't a good matchup. So I don't think it was really a situation where Cam has to really just get the streets back. I think we just need to just recognize how great LOX is. Like
and how dope Cam and the Dipset is in their own right.
Nightmare saying that a Cam over 38 special beat would be solid. I agree too.
That would be solid. It really would.
Shout out to Nightmare on that.
Yeah.
Nightmare on that.
And I don't know if 38 Special is on this project, but we'll see.
I mean, because 38 Special, he has a lot of those quote unquote Dipset sounding beats, but they sound like new age Dipset type of production. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would love to hear Cam over 38.
Touch is saying Just Blaze co-produced a joint. Who do you think picked them drums?
That's true. On the first joint, yeah, but
I bet it was a different drum the first time, and Cam heard it, and he's probably like, "Nah, you know, I need some of that."
I need that joint in there. I need the drop off in there.
oh man, y'all.
I need the goody goo goo.
Oh,
I need the horn right over the snare. You know?
But
hey,
regardless,
man, Harlem stand up, man. Go ahead, bro.
Shout out to Cameron, man.
No,
Harlem
hey,
stand up all day.
if
you're in the chat, Harlem stand up, man. Put some in the comments all day.
Yeah, hold on, brother. We can't skip just yet because you said, brother, you needed the bars, right? You said
Yes,
iceberg.
Sir.
That's what you said.
Yes, sir.
That first verse where he was rapping that classic wordplay. He was so funny because he was talking about rapping with a classic. He was basically talking about picking up a chick and rating her a C+ for her kissing it instead of going all the way with it. But then here's the thing, I guess she made up for it. But then he said, like, later on in the verse, he said a bar that was like, "Don't talk old money if you ain't had the Benzie box." I said, oh shoot,
right.
Those who know about the Benzie box, you know what I'm saying, it just goes to show.
And I would say too, just to kind of go back to like the whole R&B joint versus like what Cam and them was doing. Like them dudes have a lot more credibility. Cam, you know what I'm saying? He has a lot more room to where he can fall off. Like if he was just weak that day, like there's a lot more forgiveness in our hearts for Cam than would it be for somebody like Pleasure P. Because even though Dipset got
just saying his name is trash.
It's just trash. But even though Dipset did lose that verses, they still wasn't bad. Like they still brought it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just
they were just overwhelmed.
They were just overwhelmed. LOX is just better. Jada was just
and Locks, yeah.
Nightmare's basically saying if it was about verses, he would have dropped months ago. So I agree.
No, that's true.
Yeah. Right. But you know what? I think we had said a while ago on Fresh Shout that the closest comparison to Griselda was kind of, was Dipset. At least they were one of them. So it's great to see this combination of Conway on the hook, do his thing and fit in the pocket, and Cam's classic style that just, is great at what he does as well. And then the two just fit into a good marriage.
It was a great joint, man. A great mesh of styles.
It was. Yeah, it is.
Joint.
I love that the rappers are back in rap mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I don't know if it's Funk doing what he's doing on Hot 97 with people dropping music, but I see Fab doing his thing. I see Buster really getting into it. They going hard in the paint.
Right. And how many times too do we say when when Griselda was really in just peak form that they was gonna force dudes to sharpen their pen? Man, when they was doing joints with Jada, when they was doing joints with Styles, and they was doing joints with Meth and Ray, it sharpened them dudes' pens. You know what I'm saying? It's same thing with Cam ain't trying to get bodied on no joint. Cam,
hold on, real quick. We went from power 500 to 600
up to 100.
He done up the hundo. He done up the hundo up
I
in
got
here.
him the AK and the bomb.
Shoot off the AK
Shout out
and
Power
the
600.
bomb. Oh,
now,
shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
What's good, bro?
Super Saiyans, man. What's going on with you, man? What's going on? Shout out for tapping in, man. I gotta get the money. I gotta get the money dance, man, for that.
Man, shoot, man. Get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Busta dropped a song with that KRS One. Yeah.
And killed it.
And
killed it too.
You did kill it. Yeah.
I gotta talk about that on Wednesday. I couldn't even fit it in today. You know what I'm saying, Paul?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned on
that. But no, peace to Cameron and
A-Trak
on this one,
man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Just Blaze.
I think it was a good start.
It's a good start, definitely 100%. Speaking of continuing something, man, on doing the thing, man, like Smoke DZA and Currency.
Okay.
Come on, man. Where's my applause at, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes, man, just dropped so much classic music. Like, I don't know who's picking the samples, but the samples they picking are just amazing, bro.
I was crushed because I rocked over that sample already, but I was still happy to hear somebody else rock over it too. Because
there you go.
That sample's hard, bro.
It is hard.
This Wish Upon a Star joint, man, was crazy. Hopefully this is like a prelude to a collaboration of a 4 or 5 track project or more.
Yeah, which would be.
What was y'all thoughts on this record, real quick, Jay?
Man, like I said, the record is dope. I mean, I love it because I rocked on the sample before, so that track to me was hard. And Currency, and it's tailor made for a spitter and and Smoke DZA. It's tailor made for them
Yeah.
dudes, man.
Taylor made
Smoke
for
DZA on
Taylor
the
Gang.
run. He's
Taylor
on the
Gang.
run right now, but I would
Yeah.
love to see them drop another collab album too. And again,
Mhm.
this is Spitter always showing love to the cats that he helped bring
Yep.
into the game. And he
Facts.
also, again, Spitter gave DZA the game too. Like, hey, do what you do for your fans. Like,
Yeah.
flood your fans with music. That's what
Mhm.
Currency is the best at that. Flooding the fans with music. He'll drop
Yep.
4 or 5 song projects in a year. You know,
Like
what I'm saying? The
Jesus
hardest
said
working
on
man in
Wu-Tang
history.
Forever, half short and twice strong.
Yeah, yeah.
And you could both of these dudes have dropped projects already this year.
Already,
so
man.
Yep.
Already. But it was
so
a great
like I
song.
said, man, it
great,
just
great song.
hopefully they
Great
drop
song.
something for October, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dope song.
Yeah.
That's why you said it. It sounds like it might be a prelude to a collab. This was a
Yeah,
dope
man.
track, man. It really was.
Power
Hey.
600 said, I haven't heard Smoke DZA since the song he did with the Zane. Sample.
Zane.
Yeah,
Zane
Yep.
sample,
Yep. That was
yeah,
cold.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
cold.
Plus
to me,
the
go ahead,
album
brother.
that we previewed that him and your boy had was
Yep.
Yeah,
that
fire.
drip.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was it? The
Diplomatic Community.
Yeah, Diplomatic
That one?
Community.
Yeah,
Man,
crazy.
that project was
Mm.
fire.
That
It
trust
was
issues.
nice.
I was playing that trust issues today.
Nice.
Crazy.
Nice.
It's
Yeah, man.
fire.
This you gotta
Yeah.
add that to the playlist, and hopefully
gotta
they're
add
coming out with something real crazy. By
Yeah.
the way, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I will
We gotta
say
talk
real-
about. No, go, man. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Bebo.
go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead, Bebo.
No,
Go ahead,
it's
bro.
all good. It's all good. I was gonna say it really sounds more like a Currency featuring Smoke DZA joint because Currency's presence dominates the track. But either way, it's again
And
like you guys said, it's a
did
dope
rap
one.
first on it too. He did rap first on there too.
He did. Yep.
Yeah.
And then he did the hook too. You know what I'm saying? Which
Mhm.
again, either way it goes, like
It's
I was saying,
Classic
it's still
spitter.
classic
It's a
spitter.
classic
classic
Take
spitter.
over
don't-
the whole joint. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I like the first bar that Spitter said. What was it? The biggest flex is to let them see you living without stress.
yeah, without stress.
I keep a player.
Ooh.
I keep a player can have any XB word that I select. I said, okay,
Yeah.
that's like all right. But the ambiance of the video and just the song was just
Ooh.
real chill. It was vibe, and of course, they was getting it in, with the little,
Yeah,
some smoke 'em downs and some smoke 'em ups rather than some brownies
Yeah,
and whatnot.
that-
And it looked like I'm not saying it was this guy that did it, because
No. I already know what you're saying because I thought the same thing too. I thought it was Donna's Dope that made the video.
That's what I thought too, man. And
Didn't
we
say it
didn't
on
talk
there,
about
but
that.
it looked like a Donna's Dope
Yeah.
smash.
Yeah, yep.
You know what
And
I'm
we
saying?
didn't mention that off live either. So
And when I saw it, I was like, hold up. Donna's
Yeah.
Dope looked like he did it, but I know Donna's Dope. He gonna
Mhm.
come with the logo first. You know what
but
I'm saying?
whoever
So,
did the edits of the
yeah,
video
salute
and just
to
all
him.
this,
Yeah.
shout out to you as
Man.
well. Whoever that may be, but yeah, real dope track. So these,
Dope
I'm
track.
looking
Yeah,
forward to
they
what they
in the
got.
Donna's Dope
coming
bag,
in
I tell you
store.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're right on
yeah,
it,
because
Bebo.
they worked
Facts.
together before Currency and Donna's
Facts.
Dope. So yeah,
Yeah, facts. That's our
all
guy
day.
too. But
Peace.
you got to definitely add that to the playlist, and hopefully, man, they coming through.
Peace,
man.
peace to Smoke
Shout out
DZA and
both of y'all, man. Y'all
Currency.
killed that. We gotta
And
talk
Don.
about that
Oh my
RJ
God,
Payne, man.
First of all,
this joint right here, man. Y'all just go in on this, man. This is crazy.
Man. First of all, I do got to shout out to Nightmare because he's always flooding me with RJ Payne.
Yeah,
joints,
one of his favorites, and I can see
all
why.
the time.
Leatherface, baby.
This
He kills. He goes in. Go in, J Camp. Come on, bro.
Man,
Brooklyn.
the bars on here and the production it's so grimy. Like this is like what grimy hip hop is meant to be. Like this is just straight out the mud hip hop.
Yep.
Like just dirty, man. Like he just threw dirt on the coffin bars on this, man. He went in all the way in. And really he probably spit almost 40 bars on it.
Better than Jay too.
Yeah, I mean RJ ripped this, but this is dope though. And shout out to Meth and Deck too, because they always bring the heat too. And this is a dope.
And
this
Meth
is probably
sound
one
like
of
he
my-
was excited too.
To
This
hear
one
Meth,
no like lazy flow joint. This was
no,
dope.
to hear a dude with the production and the way RJ Payne was going, Meth's probably like, hold on, let me bring Cal back out the building. Let me get Cal back in here. But yo, this track is hard body.
It really
man. This
is
is one of my
fire,
favorite
bro.
tracks of probably the summer. Like this is definitely one of my favorite like tracks where
Yep.
dudes
Let's
is
be
just
clear.
really
Deck went in too.
barring out. Now Deck killed this. Like they was
Yeah.
barring, but Deck.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mention Deck as barring out only because Deck always bars out. Like his pen is
Oh, yeah.
always
Always sharp.
phenomenal. Always phenomenal. But this is a this is a dope joint. That's why when you put this on the sheet today, I said I hope Nightmare tunes in.
Yeah,
He's
me
always
too.
sending me the
Me too.
RJ Payne joints, man.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, he went hard though.
Shout out Nightmare.
Pause.
Man, the main thing that and now I gotta cook as best as I know how, coming, tag teaming off of what J Camp said, because sheesh, that track again, man, that's a fire one. But the main thing that I like about the song, in addition to what J Camp stated, is that RJ Payne made it an original. Here's what I mean. He didn't have cartoon beats make this rendition of Bring the Pain utilize the same Jerry Butler's what was that sample? I'm Your Mechanical Man. That's the sample that
Mechanical
RZA
Man,
produced.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the same. Yep. That's the
Yeah.
same RZA produced beat that or sample used that RZA produced decades ago for Method Man's Bring the Pain onto Cal, only to, and I'm glad once again that cartoon beats didn't flip it to modernize a 2022 version of it. And not to dislike or hate it if that did happen. I could just appreciate at least, Leatherface showing love to Meth on, on this situation. Yeah. Yeah. So that's love. But RJ's wordplay, I mean, obviously crazy as he usually delivers, as well as Godfrey's. Godfrey's verse after Method Man's was nice too. And speaking of Meth, he had a couple that was like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
That dude said, the garbage baby, you heard of Brenda. I said, oh.
Yeah.
And I effing made dinner. This here's food for thought. If this is a food court, some of y'all are eating soup with a fork.
Man, was this one of the best Meth verses that you heard like in a long time?
In a long time.
That's what I'm saying. He went in, man. It wasn't no lazy joint.
It wasn't. And then obviously, like J Camp alluded to, the Triumph verse champion Rebel INS, he having RJ Payne's back like sciatica. I said, oh shit.
Right.
And the rest of his darts were so ill that they had
let Deck go first on here. I'm glad they didn't, because we probably would have been like, all right, y'all, let's just go ahead and
I mean, but the rest, but it just goes to show with that the rest of his darts were so ill that they had to fade the beat away halfway in his joint just to hear the impact of it, though. So
Touch is saying you can tell Meth was mimicking Payne's flow, which is mad respect.
He was.
He was. But you know what? Hey, this
I'm
is
not
kind
mad
of a
at him.
kudos joint because or a
it's Flowers.
It's a Flowers back to you joint because they worked together on Meth's joint, The Butterfly Effect. And I had RJ Payne on there, which was nice too. So it was nice to see them back together along with Deck and Godfrey. So shout out, man. This was definitely a real dope.
This is like one of the best songs, man. Like
that's why I said, like, to me this summer, like it's one of my favorite songs.
They just went in. Man. They just went in.
Yeah, they went in.
They just went in, just barring out, like dude, just like trying to just destroy.
Yeah,
they was doing.
Again, man, whatever's going on in New York, I wish it can spread to some other cities, man, because like they going in, man. These New York cats, and let's be clear, these are the OGs. This ain't even the young boys. The OGs is going hard in the paint, man.
Yep.
So
I wish Capadonna was on this joint too, but
ooh, that would have been nice too.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Ooh.
But speaking of old school cats, shout out to Capadonna, man. But speaking of old school cats, man, hold it down, man. Could you that? You know what I'm saying? Holding it down again, man. This joint was crazy, man. I gotta drop
beat was fire too.
It really is.
And let's be clear, man. I wasn't a fan of Nems at first, but Gorilla Nems, man, like he represent Coney Island heavy, man.
Nems be rocking, man.
Yeah,
Nems
man.
He
represent Coney Island heavy, but Coogee came through like. It's like almost like he got some more. He got some power in the veins, man. Like Coogee was spitting different.
Yeah,
what's your thoughts on this though, man?
Murderous bars from Coogee as always.
Right.
So he catches bodies
Juice
on
Crew.
every verse.
Yes.
But I mean, I've definitely have followed Nems' career too. So he usually doesn't disappoint me. I was happy to to hear, like, especially to hear Cool G over this type of production too, man.
Right.
Like, it was just great to hear. Like Cool G just really dipping into his bag, man, with the wordplay. Not only that, but just also just the production and how he was riding the beat. I was like, man, give this man his flowers, man. Speaking of, like you said, speaking of OGs, talking about I can do it over anything. You hand me the mic, put me in the booth.
This was a greasy track. This is extra greasy.
I mean, well, you know, it's Cool G. You know, anytime I would hear Cool G rap and Sean Price on the song, you know, it's gonna have an element of grease to it. I thought Guilty Simpson and
little John Travolta.
It's gonna have an element of it, man. But this was dope, dope track, man. Salute to Cool G,
absolutely,
man. And
absolutely,
Nems
man.
Off top.
Hey, I'm with y'all, man. The best part about this, along with Cool G rapping about just various elements of the hood, because you know Cool G and Nems came from, you know, kind of different angles, but Cool G rapped from, you know, losing children to the gang life, football numbers and lockup, strung out fiends and addicts, powder trafficking, dead bodies lingering on the streets, and all that, yellow tape. I mean, you know, the snakes and fake friends in life, and having to make it out of a critical life like that as being a blessing. That angle to what Nems spit. You know what I'm saying? Talk, you know, just from that, you know, spitting grease, like y'all were saying, talking about smashing the chick to
dude.
Hey,
hold on. This was Benjamin Crump greasy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This was extra greasy. Like
extra greasy.
You know, with his suit on, trying to get the money for somebody greasy.
Oh yeah.
Just some greasy hot wings.
Let me get my Ben Crump going here. My Ben Crump and wipe the bill of my forehead.
Right. Some greasy hot wings too. Had your forehead.
Lemon pepper greasy, though. You know.
But no, just from them coming from those angles, the best part was what you guys said, which is the fact that the delivery was different over that dope production. From
when's the last time we heard Cool G spit like that, though?
It's been a while, man.
Yeah.
It's been a while. But either way, man, it was real good to hear that delivery and that flow from both of them over that slower tempo of the beat that Domingo and Boogie the Hitmaker crafted. So
those are hard beats to rock on. Like they were about like a 125-ish,
somewhere around there. Yep, tempo. Yep,
they hard to write too. They hard to write
unless you like Twista or Crazy.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying, Busta, Luda, them type of dudes just murder them type of beats. But it's hard, like for everyday, like if you bebop too, you know. But if you like a 80 to an 85 BPM rapper, to go to like 120,
that ain't you,
man. It's hard, bro. Telling you, man. But shout out to them.
And Cool G still got it, man.
Oh, you know never lost it. He's one up. I wouldn't be mad if somebody put him on a Mount Rushmore.
No,
of all time.
Me neither.
Because it would be well deserving.
He's that fierce.
And you know, he's been cooking. Let's not be confused in some shape, form, or fashion. He's been putting some stuff out, and it's dope to see him still keep the fire lit and to put out just dope music. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's kind of get with,
especially doing something with Nems, man. Like Nems is like the, you know, the cool, like the new guy on the block that, like, you know, everybody
Nems
likes.
Probably wasn't even born when Cool G was first rapping. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes me feel good about hip hop. That's where R&B is not today. When you got cats like Meth rocking with Griselda, you got Cool G rocking with Nems, you got Black Thought rocking with West Side Gun. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that I love to hear, man. The bridging of the rap gens. You know what I'm saying? But that's what keeps it moving. That's what keeps it moving.
Even did a joint with a project with 38 Special. What was it? Son of G-Rap. Son of G-Rap. A few years ago. Yep.
And you know he's dropping jewels on these dudes too, man. You know he's dropping mad jewels.
Man.
Come on, man. So
you can just pick.
That's all he does. I mean, Cool G rap is basically like the archetype of like mafioso gangster rap, and like your you know, Cuban Link albums and such and so forth. I mean, it started with Cool G rap. Let's not be confused.
Chino,
and folks of his ilk, you know what I'm saying?
That's how they was coming.
Yeah, so when it came to the hard life mafioso, whatever you want to call it, you know, that element, that sector, G rap is the The archetype.
Facts.
And like Touch is saying, man,
legend.
those beats are different. You know, they difficult to rap over because you're almost forced to double time unless your pocket is tight. You know,
Right,
facts.
exactly.
I
I knew Touch was an MC. I knew he
Touch
was.
is an MC on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about that pocket being tight. Hold on, bro.
Yeah,
You must
yeah.
got some bars
Yeah,
up
come
there.
on, man. Yeah, we
back
need the
there.
bars.
He's talking bar life, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's-
182
yeah.
your tempo now. Is that what
Yeah,
182 is for?
Man,
That's that
means
182
he's
for
nice.
me one time on the
Mm,
BPM.
Come
He's
on, man.
nice. He's nice if it's 182 on the tempo.
Oh yeah. No, but it's all good, man.
That's
Speaking of
Rockers-
OGs
Rockers
again,
tempo.
yeah. Speaking of OGs and rocking it right, we gotta talk about. Then switch it. Diamond D, man, this album, man. Like we wasn't even gonna put this on the joint, but man, like Diamond D is like he's on that K Slate ilk. I mean, this is just an OG in the game.
Yes.
I just love the fact that these dudes are dropping records, man. Like not
Yes.
dropping like a single or in a maxi single. They're dropping records, man. I love the fact, and it's OG classic music, man. It's leather hat with no logo on it, with a Bluetooth in your ear. It's classic OG. You know what I'm saying? Music, man, and I love it. This album was called The Rear View. He had a single on that joint that was real dope. We actually shot a video for it. Looked like he was in Miami too, man.
Yeah.
I think it's
that
called
was
Live My Life. Yeah.
Mm,
Hey, what's your thoughts, man,
Nah,
on the
that-
Diamond D joint, man, coming out and getting heavy with it?
First of all, the Diamond D is tough. Pause.
It
But
is.
they live
Yeah.
my life single. From the bars to the
on, man.
production.
The production was crazy.
That the beat was and the hook, the dude singing on the hook, man. That's
Shout out
one of
Ashton
my-
Ashton
Martin.
Martin,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to him. Yeah.
Ashton
J.
Martin.
Kim's
I would
little cousin.
say that's like my jam, like my summer jam.
Mhm.
That right
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Like,
It's
'cause
Florida.
I mean,
It's Florida all
that
day
had-
long.
That had me just wanting to be
Yeah.
grown man.
You got J Camp wanting to dance a
Contemporary.
jig to that.
Yeah,
Look at
that
that,
jig
huh, boy.
step, dog, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's been a while since I heard a song where a dude just was barring out, but you can dance
Yeah.
to it though.
Right.
Like, that's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah.
groove, man.
Mhm.
I mean, that production was. It sounded like a Dilla
Crazy.
beat. To be honest, that's what's crazy. So whoever
Yeah.
made
Sound like some Dilla, some knots. You know what I'm
it
saying?
sound like it's
Yep.
it's
Man, you took that right
it's
from
in
me,
that-
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey,
it's-
great
it's
man.
in that-
Yeah.
it's in that pocket. But
Diamond D's always drop classic albums. Touch is saying as a producer,
Yes.
rapper,
as a producer and a rapper,
Stunt Bleach,
Yep.
you know, in hip hop is kind of slept on. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
you know what? Chris Rock on the intro even admitted that in so many words, like he had heard the name
Yeah.
Diamond D, but didn't really get into his bag.
put
But when
two
he
and two
heard the
together.
bag,
Yeah.
when he got into the bag, it's like, yo, this is one of the best to do it type of, realizations that he had. And then, man, like you guys said, that single was obviously dope. I mean, he's a phenomenal producer, legendary producer as well, because I'm sure he produced his whole album. And let me think, the joint with West Side Gun, Faithful, perfect track
Yeah.
for Diamond D to have him
Perfect.
on.
Perfect.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh shit.
Make you want to duck if you hear that nigga.
Right.
Nah, but even on that
It
one,
do make you want to duck. Though. Fly guy be the illest.
right.
But this thing, but it shows
Yeah.
it just shows so much
Yeah.
respect that like even West Side Gun has to do something with Diamond D.
Man, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it's reversed because a lot of OGs like I ain't getting with dude. That's trendy. You know what I'm saying? But then the younger cats like, yo, I respect dude so much. I gotta get in the booth with you.
We saw
You know what I'm
Conway
saying?
on the Black Thought and DJ Danger Mouse joint. Kill
Yeah.
that. But I mean,
Yeah.
going back to that Faithful joint, that part where yeah, what was it? Diamond D said the only L's I see I smoke. You
Facts.
know a hater compels you to see you broke, and that's just some real
Yeah.
talk right there. But it was good to hear Diamond D's fellow Digging in the Crates member Fat Joe, do a little interlude talk and like how Diamond
Yeah.
D was responsible for Don Cartagena's career
Right.
taking place. Funny how that works, huh?
And-
DJ
and
Crack, a
especially-
Black American. Oh, okay, Crack.
Especially
Thank
Bebo
you.
too on that Live My Life where he says, Bill Withers, you can lean on me.
Yeah, yeah, he did say that. Yep.
I said, look at Diamond D.
Oh yeah,
Like
but you know, you had other tracks like the upbeat tempo, that Flying High, and if you're not careful, you'll miss it because it's not listed on the track listing. But if you got that hip hop ear, you recognize Pos from De La Soul was on there with him and ripped it for a good amount of bars on that,
which is perfect, a perfect joint for him too.
Yeah, but
Perfect
I mean,
joint for him.
overall, it just the way that the project was mixed, the sonics, the vocals, it really just sounded
good, man.
It sounded big,
beautiful.
It sounded big,
beautiful.
but it was just one of those situations where I could see why his album cover is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because you can ride to it and it's like a vibing situation, like the sonics and the acoustics or in the vocals or what you.
It wasn't boom bap hip hop. It was like
actually I think it was. I think it was kind of a good mesh, but not overly.
That's why I said it had
like that. But just
this thing, it had a whole bunch of neck bobs on it. It was like a Melly Mel kind of swag. It was a little West Coast, a little
had some West Coast vibes on there. Yeah,
it almost sounded like Dre did. It almost sounded like a Dre beat on that "Live Your Life." You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I said like it had like a mix of like Dre and Dilla because it had how the bass line.
You heard Knots in there too, but it wasn't Knots. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Diamond D did all of those. Diamond D.
The bass line don't really be quantized. You know what I'm saying? Like that Dilla.
Yeah, it almost sounds like the niggas in there with that twig in his mouth.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Nino's in the building. Like the AK for Nino. But Nino's coming in trying to start some stuff, man. He's saying who's the best producer in MC.
Let me help answer that. Let me help answer that without going too deep in the rabbit hole. Diamond D is arguably up there as far as producer. He's arguably up there. He really is. I don't want to go too deep into those weeds as far as a 30-minute conversation or something like as far as who's the best producer and MC. But Diamond D definitely is an individual who might have a shadow cast on him at times, but he's
Andre 3000
pioneers. He's pioneer level.
I hear what Jay Kemp saying. Technically, Andre, 3 Stacks produces, so you can almost say Stack. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Touch is saying Law Professor.
You can't be mad at that one either. I can never be mad at that one either. But I don't want to go too deep into those weeds, man. That has to be for another time.
Well, you know my guy Eric Sherman. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Marley Martin, Eric Sherman. Come on,
we'll be here. We'll be here all night.
Right. So I ain't trying to have that situation, but stay tuned, and peace to Diamond D, man. It's good to see you keeping it going.
Absolutely.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? And come rock with us on an interview. You know what I'm saying?
Come
rock with us, bro.
DJ Quick, whole lot of cats, man.
Oh no, I mean, come on, Daz is up there, man. Come on, Daz and Eric.
Double.
Man. I think Eric got it with just like music. Come on, man. Jay-Z said he wanted to be. You know what I'm saying?
Doom.
But shout out to Diamond D, man. That album is definitely playlist worthy, man. But
it is.
Yeah. We gotta talk about a dude that's been in the game for a minute, man, and finally getting some dudes, man. And I think he's heating up the streets, man. My dude Symba.
Yeah. Symba nice, man.
Symba's my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He follows us on the IG, man. So shout out to Symba,
you Symba, bro. Appreciate
that.
Definitely
let off the AK for Symba.
I want to say he was one of our first supporters as soon as we started hitting that threshold here at Fresh Out. So we definitely want to
no. He follows us on YouTube.
Right. Yeah, he does. Yep. It was you or is YouTube, rather.
Salute to Symba.
But he just dropped a Gangsta Grills joint. He got, first of all, let's be clear, that's that E40 swag on the cover. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
That whole carnage.
Yeah.
That major way.
That's
that
major
way.
Yeah. In a major way. Right.
With the bust down on there. But this was dope, man, in my opinion, man. I do have a little tweaks, but what's y'all thoughts, man, on Justice Gangsta Grills? You can tell they're trying to get him hot before they try to drop an album.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely classic mixtape worthy stuff. I like one of the things I like about it.
Yeah, you get
some of it is raw. That's what I love my mixtapes to sound raw. You know what I'm saying? If I hear somebody's mixtape, I want that. I don't need the Diamond D, which is beautiful, but that's an album. When it's a mixtape, I need that raw. When it sounds like it was recorded in a basement.
Now this thing, Nino's basically going where I was about to go. He's saying the project's hard, but I think that he can get a little bit of production. But I think that's the whole point of this project is to let go of some little. Yeah, it's a teaser, boy.
It's a teaser.
So
it's a teaser. But I'm with you too, Nino. I mean, when I first heard it, that was my first. I was like, yeah, I can hear some better beats because to me, I felt like some of the beats didn't do the bars justice enough. But I still like how it's edgy. It's raw to me. So
yeah,
I rock.
And the bars are silly, man. Now you know he can bar out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a barzilla. You know what I'm saying?
Iceberg, what's your take on this, brother? What you thinking on this?
I love this thing. This dude can spit all day long.
He can.
You can tell this dude is a writer. I almost can say he's almost like a young what's our guy from Atlanta, man, that writes for Ye?
Talking about Sci-Hi?
He's almost like a young Sci-Hi a little bit, man. A little West Coast kind of Sci-Hi.
Yeah, I see that.
Because you can tell, man, he's writing the hooks, man. You can tell he's writing everything. Also, man, he's almost like a little J. Cole, like when he was kind of doing the Friday Night Lights kind of situation where he's doing like, because let's be clear, J. Cole was rapping on some doo-doo beats back in the day. It wasn't hottest beats, but he was just
nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
But you're perfect for me. But I mean, we're saying like those Friday Night Light joints, like where he was making the beats. You could tell like they weren't trying to spend a lot of money on him, and he had to get himself hot. Let's be clear.
Hey, I salute that too.
You know what I'm saying? But to me, I think Symba's been doing this thing. I think if you basically give him a stamp, that Dr. Dre stamp, where he's in the studio with Dre, you get a couple features, and you get some good hooks on him, and like what Nino's saying, get the production tight, get him in there with some of these classic dudes. He's gonna be legendary, man. What's your thoughts, Bebo?
I got a lot to say about this one actually, but I'll just go in on the singles and then we can just kind of take it from there.
I stand corrected, Nino.
Nino's basically saying that technically this is his debut album. They're trying to just make it look like a situation.
Yeah,
use that Tyler approach with drama.
It's funny he said that because
it was like a mixtape. But go ahead.
No, actually, I gotta side with that statement. It does sound more album to me than mixtape to me. It just had that polish to it, but it's still dope. But what was you gonna say, J Camp?
No, I was gonna say it has that polish because drama was on it, but it still felt a little raw to me. It didn't feel like
it
had a raw element. Yeah.
But my question, Nino, is do you think he's a star? Like with this thing, we knew a lot of cats can bar out, you know what I'm saying? But does he have a star? Can he hold down LA? Because they're trying to make him an LA artist. Is he a star?
I'll go ahead and answer that before Nino
go ahead,
drops it, man. And I'll say yes. If the cards stack up in his favor and the stars align, as some folks would say, yes, absolutely, man. His intro song Overnight, about how results don't happen as such, man. The visuals were a great representation.
Basically talking about his blueprint.
Yeah, the blueprint of what it takes to really become successful, or at least have a shot at it. Never Change, another great video, has some real good energy and the laid back and little upbeat production sparse throughout the verses of Symba and Roddy Ricch.
Absolutely.
It was dope, which I don't know if that was a single, but it was a dope song. The Never Broke. That one, oh man, that never broke.
Yeah,
oh man. That video. That was so awesome because it was a great mix of dope. It was, man, because you had the West Coast / Oakland mixed with East Coast love, because he's going to make a corner store type run. And in the course of it, you're seeing stuff that that happens in the hood every day. But in the mix of it, you see a cat breakdancing. You know what I'm saying? That's, so you're seeing the love of, the East and mostly West. So he's showing love in different facets, man. And that beat has to be one of the hardest I've heard this year. That GOAT joint, I like his perspective on the GOAT. The GOAT. I'm not trying to go through the whole track list. I'm just naming a few. So, but that GOAT, I'll land my plane here before I'll let one of you brothers have it. That GOAT song and single. It's a short and nice little video. Shows him in the locker room with the ambiance and the paparazzi. But basically, I caught LL Cool J. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was gonna say I think Power hit on that too. Like
Yeah.
I do get a D Smoke element for somebody who has the
Yeah.
potential to be kind of like that next
Right.
stuff.
He does.
The
does.
D Smoke, that side high, G
I'll-
Herbo,
yeah.
Yep.
Nick Grant,
Yep.
I'll
I see
him
that
cat.
too. I was going to land my plane on the GOAT situation by saying that his perspective was pretty interesting, man. In that a GOAT is just basically anybody doing his or her own thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're a dope father, you're the GOAT. You know, it's not just limited to, you know, the best rapper of all time of, you know, one
Yeah.
particular person or the other. So I got a few other things, but you know, you
Let
brothers
me
can
ask y'all
pick it
one
up from
question
here.
before y'all go into the next level of this, man. We know, like right now, who's trending right now as far as hip hop, as far as urban music's concerned. It's Lil Babies, it's Gunnas, basic bars with a little bit of like, you know, a little bit of production on, little bit of that Mopar production on there that you're gonna play in a Challenger or a Chrysler 300.
Facts, though.
Do you think sometimes guys like him, because he's almost like, I put him like with a Papoose, you know, those kind of cats, man. Do you think sometimes you can bar out too much and you can't dumb it down, and that's
I
what
don't think
holds
he's
him
barring
back?
out like
No.
I wouldn't compare him to like a Papoose. I just think that he's just a real dope MC to the point where he's not so much a bar out cat. He's more of you know, on a kind of like what Kendrick and J. Cole type of cats do when it comes to like real life circumstances and really just expressing those type of bars into hip hop form.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just my perspective.
Nino's saying that he got 6 songs with Dr. Dre, but they may never see the day. You know what I'm saying?
We already know how that could go.
Exactly. Cats got whole albums with Dre, and
Hey,
we may not ever hear it.
Rakim, come on, man.
Yeah,
you know Rakim got tracks with.
Come on, man.
J. Cam, do you think it holds him back a little bit? Like can he make just a simple bar out record? I mean, like a simple record that he's not super barring out, but it's a club joint.
And really, I think he did that on this project, or at least made the
He
attempt
did
with the 2 Chainz,
yeah.
even though it wasn't like banging,
Right.
but it was cool. But I just wanted to answer that and the no sleep, which I don't favor, but that was an attempt. But that's just my quick answer. Go ahead, J. Camp. My bad.
I think we'll see as he continues to mature, like in the rap game, as he puts out more albums. I think it's still to see like what direction is he going to go in. Is he going to go in the bar out direction? He may. I mean, if he does, I mean, I won't be mad at it. I mean, just make it a dope album. You know, just make it dope. Get you some dope producers. I think Nino Bays basically already said it. You know,
yeah,
he has an opportunity with some dope producers.
Well, it's funny
really
you say that, J. Camp. He does have a great opportunity with some producers, and along with what Nino Bays is saying here about his song concepts being top tier, because apparently Stat Quo told him differently. If you listen to that song "Find a Way," he said, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Touch is 100% right.
Oh yeah. Trying to bar
here at 2 a.m.
He ain't giving that same energy, but Stat Quo told him. He said, Stat Quo told me my music just wasn't there. And if I ain't have a gimmick that people wouldn't give a ish, it's crazy how an N-word who ain't made nobody's list can make you feel like you can't go where you're trying to get. So there was a little dig there. Get your thoughts on those bars that he just delivered from both of you guys. If y'all need me to repeat them.
I mean, I think we all agree that he has an opportunity. Like,
he does.
Opportunities.
Has
the door is starting to swing open for him. It's just about him seizing it, but also making sure he lines up the correct people to help, you know what I'm saying, push his sound sonically, because we know he's got the talent. Like, talent is never in doubt, but it's all about he needs a hit boy. You know what I'm saying? He needs a hit boy.
Yeah.
To make sure he's good. That's where he's gonna sound good. You know what I'm saying? If he can turn it into the 2 turntables in the mic with a dope DJ where they just connect and they just in the lab, I think it can be something special.
But this is you know what I would love to see, man, and I think this is what he really needs.
What's that?
He needs to be on that KD3, man. He needs to get on that KD3, man.
You never know.
He needs to be on that KD3 hit boy. Come on, man. Get him on that KD3 and let him just bar out, man, on a feature and then people are like, hold up, who's this dude? And then you go straight to his catalog. But I think, to me, like if somebody like on that level, Nas level, gave him that stamp, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this dude is nice. Almost like what Nas did with Dave East. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I think if you're looking at bars, of course he's not Papoose or anything like that on that level, but he's definitely better than Dave East in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. He's definitely got star potential. And I'll land my plane here just to him real quick. And it's just real to hear him express that he's still broken from not having his now deceased dad in his life due to his pops being in lockup, you know, throughout his life, that he didn't really probably get to know, and that his uncle got addicted to that Powell, you know, that he couldn't cook, and how his mama kept him from becoming a crook. So, and he said that on better days. So I want to salute at least mama and, you know, others in his life for that. But also real quick on this last track, it really just had me thinking, and I hope this message gets to you, bro, because on that Pinned It, that was a dope track too. You were expressing your thoughts and emotions about your friend who was murdered at the just by being at the wrong place and wrong time, you know, when a strip club, I guess, got riddled up for another target. And, you know, Symba, you said you were still mad at, you know, God about that. And I'll never want to tell anybody what or how to feel about any painful experience, because, you know, it just is what it is. But God's not at fault for someone that acted ruthlessly on his own free will. God still loves you too, man. So sorry for your loss, bro. I can't say I can only imagine, because we've all had our severe losses, but you know, just hang in there, bro. Cause you know, no matter what nobody tells you, man, you got it. So, you know, hang in there, bro. It's all good.
No, this album is dope, man. You got to copy. Well, and I'm going to call it an album. Since Nino said it was an album.
DJ Drama repped on there too, but as usual. Yeah.
Drama went in. But like I said, this is dope. Again, go back if you just tapped in with us. Like, we got some more people chiming in, but go back and check out this episode, man. We got a lot of dope songs we talked about, a lot of stuff you need to put on that playlist. Again, before we get out of here, man, J. Kent, what's your thoughts, man, before we land this plane?
Yeah, man. I just as always appreciate everybody for adding to the discussion. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the corrections. We got to stay corrected though. Nino said it's an album. It's an album. We rolling with that, man. But peace to Nino. Facts. Nightmare, Touch, Power, man. Everybody, man, who continues to show love and to add to these discussions, man. Because without y'all, man, we can't land the plane without y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all steering the ship. So we appreciate that, man. Absolutely. Also, make sure you check out the NFLShop.com for your favorite NFL team apparel. You know what I'm saying? If you rocking with even if you rocking with Jameis Winston, you can get you a percentage off, 15% off the
25, man. Let's go, man. We got a 25 love,
They kept trying to short these boys out here.
Yeah, 25% off, man.
If hit our link and then you go in there and get the hashtag, man, get right, man. So if you love the platform, man, you know, show us some love.
Hey, we as J Camp expressed, man, we always appreciate y'all. We can't say that enough. Without there is no us without you guys. And I definitely appreciate you brothers too. Peace to LB. Peace to every supporter out there. I don't want to go through all the names just because, you know, it's so many. Cop your gear if you haven't, your NFL gear. And hit that like, subscribe button and notification bell. Go ahead and continue to rock with us, you know, in the super chats if you feel compelled to do so. And thank you once again for rocking with the world's most dangerous podcast, Rap City No Basement, endorsed by the patriarch of the platform, Joe Claire. Let's go, Iceberg. Take us home, brother.
Again, man, like I said, another great episode, man. We'll be here Wednesday, 9:30. We might have a couple little guests for you this week. We'll keep you guys tapped in on that, man. But again, we thank you guys for just coming through, man. J. Kent,
thank you.
Debo P, LB the Podfather, man. We out.
Peace.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's most dangerous podcast.
Debo P's in the building. What's good? It was going bar for bar.